Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Good morning, Your Honor. The crown will plainly show the prisoner who now stands before you was caught red-handed, showing feelings of an almost human nature. This will not do.
E a recepção tem uma coisa engraçada, vê lá se adivinhas o que é.
Não faço a mínima ideia. Sei lá.
Adivinha?
Achas que o Vadinho que está na recepção?
Um jardim zoológico. Um museu, sim, estátuas, peixes, cangurus, zebras. Tens que ir lá ver.
Me to 20 years of boredom, trying to change the system from within. Coming now, I'm coming to reward them. First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin.
Faz um canteiro.
Vê, apanhaste em chão. Não tem comentários a fazer. Isto fala por si. Foi 25 de Abril deles, não é? Pacífico também, é o que eles dizem.
runterfliegen. Dort noch gegen den.
Because elsewhere in Eastern Europe, in Poland, Czechoslovakia and Hungary, borders are opening. The electrified fence between Hungary and Austria has been dismantled. Suddenly, East German vacationers have a safe way out.
All on the trees were nails, and they'd hung their keys on them, car keys, house keys. So they left behind. I mean, I live in a house with all kinds of stuff. I can't imagine walking away and leaving it all. That's what they did. That's how badly they wanted to go.
At the West German embassy in Prague, hundreds, then thousands of East Germans take refuge. Finally, they're told that West Germany has agreed to take them in.
I've done it. I can only say I'm a free man.
Soviet Premier Mikhail Gorbachev refuses to act to protect East Germany. His advice?
I believe that dangers lie in wait only for those who fail to react to life.
But Honecker's regime is not giving in.
We're demonstrating peacefully. We don't want anything bad.
It was the biggest gathering I think they'd ever had. And when you saw that, you realized, wow, if they're out here, they cannot stop this. They can't stop people speaking. They can't stop them gathering. And people are not afraid to gather. It's over. The authorities have lost total control. Genie is out of the bottle. The toothpaste is out of the tube, whatever you want to call it.
East German Politburo spokesman Günter Schabowski announces on November the 9th, 1989, that for the first time, East German citizens can travel abroad freely. A journalist asks him when. He answers, at once. It was a mistake. He should have said tomorrow. The news spreads like wildfire. 3 hours later at the checkpoints, border guards are totally unprepared.
We grabbed all our gear and we raced as fast as we could go to Checkpoint Charlie, and there they were. They were just heaving through. The gates were open, the guards were gone, the people were just pouring through. One gigantic street party, and all these travvies were coming across. These rotten little Trabants were coming across it, and the West Germans were shouting and hollering, and people were hugging. It was a fabulous, fabulous moment.
If anyone had told me I'd see this damn wall come down in my lifetime, I'd have said they were crazy.
Impossible Germany. 18 months after the beginning of the construction, they were already celebrating what the Germans call the Richtfest, that is the ceremony held on the day on which the whole basic concrete structure of the building is finished. So the whole reinforced concrete structure of the building was finished 18 months after the beginning of the construction.
I'll do what I can. Impossible Germany, I'll
unlikely Japan. Fundamental problem, all need to face. This is important.
The war, but for other purposes, and of course among others, but especially mainly for arms production. So as of January 1940, a couple of months after the beginning of the war already, the company Weser Flugzeugbau started to assemble the so-called Sturzkampf bombers, the Stukas, Junkers 87. Yeah, as you may already know, Germany and its capital city, Berlin, after the war were divided into 4 zones of occupation: the American zone, the British zone, the French zone, the Soviet zone. Of the Western Allies decided on June 23rd, 1948, to isolate the 3 western sectors of Berlin. And so began the Berlin blockade. Every waterway, road, railway from West Germany to West Berlin were suddenly cut. Water supply and power supply, in as much as they depended on the Soviets, were also interrupted, which meant in large proportion. And this is how West Berlin became an island, like the West Berliners said back then. You know, they said they spoke of West Berlin as of the island West Berlin, situated in the middle of the Red Sea, you know, in the middle of the Soviet occupation zone. They said this is the island. You know, they made lots of jokes about this. The island that has just one cardinal point. It said east. Any direction you went was always east, and so on. And that meant to supply them almost completely. Almost everything had to be flown into West Berlin. Food, of course, medical material, building materials. They were much needed in post-war Berlin. The city had been almost half destroyed. Fuel, but the main thing was coal. During this whole Berlin airlift operation, more than 2 million tons of goods were flown into West Berlin, which meant for the whole operation almost 300,000 flights. One of these airplanes couldn't take more than 10 tons of goods, for example. 2 million tons of goods altogether, and 75% of these goods were coal. Why did the city need so much coal? Because it's cold in winter in Berlin. Yes, that's true. But that was not the main reason. The main reason was the production of electricity, power supply. One airplane had to land in West Berlin on average every 3 minutes, without any interruption, day and night. That, which means the airplanes would fly on 5 different levels, and so near from one another, that if an airplane, out of technical reasons or because of the fog or the bad weather or any other reason you might imagine, couldn't land on the first attempt, you wouldn't have a second chance to land. Had to fly directly back to West Germany and fly the whole way back to West Berlin again, because the airports were just too busy. You know, minutes. But on the record, day 1 airplane did land here every 60 seconds without any interruption, 24 hours long. A one-time accomplishment, the history of flying, of course. So altogether, this Berlin operation lasted more than a year. The blockade lasted 11 months until May 12, 1949. But after that, they went on with the airlift for a couple of months because they wanted to gather some good, just in case the blockade isn't quite over yet. So altogether, the Berlin airlift lasted 14 months. 14 months long. One airplane landing on average in West Berlin every 3 minutes without any interruption.
Washing up the dishes,